Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pause for Self-Care. Today I'm going to continue on the empath videos, and I really do hope you enjoy this one. It's a really important one for empaths, and next week will be another really important one for empaths. It's all about grounding. Today I will be speaking about physical grounding, and next week I'll be speaking about mental grounding and doing a visualization with you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
In all of us, in our hearts, there's love and light that we must realize. We need to feel, we need to use this warmth that could make bright our lives. In all of us, in our hearts, there's love and light that we must realize. We need to feel, we need to use.
Okay. So what is grounding? Grounding is a practice that, for mental health, it helps you to pull away from flashbacks. It can help you pull away from unwanted memories, and it can help you with steering away from those negative or challenging emotions. Grounding techniques are exercises that help you refocus on the present moment. They distract you from anxious feelings. You can use grounding techniques to help create space from a distressing feeling, and they're especially helpful for improving your anxiety, your well-being, for de-stressing, for depression, to improve your mood. It helps with PTSD, and it also helps with dissociation. I mentioned some mental techniques there, and I'll be discussing that next week, but these are physical techniques that you can actually use to ground yourself. And it also helps, for instance, when you come out of a meditation, you're feeling a bit floaty, and really, do you want to walk around all day feeling floaty? It's like you're drunk. Do you really want to be drunk all day? No. You want to be there in the present moment, and you want to use these techniques to help you with your anxiety. Okie dokes. Let's get into some physical grounding techniques. Okay, physical grounding techniques. You use these by using your body. Now, if you look at my channel, there are a few short videos with grounding techniques, and I will link the playlist in the description. And they are so short, I did them in such a way that you could do the technique, it's a 10-minute video, and you can move on. Okay, so I have the 5 senses technique in my playlist. This is where you focus on each of your senses, and it brings you back to the now. So your sight, you look at what you can see what you can touch, and you move on. By the end of your little exercise, you feel more present. You feel more capable of doing what you need to do now. Another one is water. Now, water is fantastic for grounding. You can keep water with you during the day. Just drink a little bit of water. Although cold water can work better because it can actually shock your system and bring you back to the now. You feel it on your hands, your palms. If you wash your hands, try and make it cooler water on hot days, because I know how hot weather can affect your anxiety. It definitely affects my anxiety. And just enjoy it and look at the senses that you feel in your hand if you're really struggling to come out of that anxious moment, and focus on your senses. If it is a cool day, use warm water first, then cold. Next, try cold water first, then warm. And you say to yourself, does it feel different if I switch from cold to warm versus warm to cold? You can also pick up items near you. Touch things. Are they soft? Are they hard? Heavy or light? Warm or cool? Look at their texture and color. Challenge yourself to think of the very specific colors. Look at the shadows it makes. Name the colors. So instead of just saying red or blue, say crimson, burgundy, indigo. One of my very favorite techniques is breathing techniques. I have mentioned so many of them because they just help. Just stopping and focusing on your breathing is already a positive move. Then you can choose different techniques where your in-breath is the same as your out-breath, or you slow your heart rate down with a longer out-breath when you're experiencing PTSD or a seriously anxious moment. Always remember to take a nice deep breath and just clear out that stale air in your lungs. Breathe properly. Sit back and savor your food. Savor a drink. I love my coffee. And I love to smell coffee. I love coffee candles. Anything coffee scented. And that helps me calm. You can take a short walk. You can focus on your steps. Do counting your steps. Notice the rhythm of your footsteps. Notice how it feels to put your foot on the ground and then lift it again. Going back to warm and cold, you can hold a piece of ice. Go into your freezer and take out a packet of peas and just play around with it for a few minutes. Do a few exercises and stretches. Now this is a lovely one. You could use this as a visualization. So yes, you can tense your muscles and relax your muscles, and you do it while doing a visualization that helps you relax. Or you could get your adrenaline flowing and do some jumping jacks. Jump up and down, jump rope. You can dance. You can walk in one spot. Stamp your feet on the ground. It all brings you back to now. Pay attention to how your body feels when you move. Look at your hands and your feet. Let them touch the floor, let them move through the air. How does the floor feel against your feet? If you decide to stamp your feet in the ground or do a more vigorous exercise, listen to the sound of the feet that they make on the ground. It all brings you back to now and grounds you. Listen to your surroundings. Take a few moments and just listen. If you can hear a car, listen to that car until you can't hear it anymore because it has moved so far in distance away from you. Listen to the birds. Do you hear dogs barking, machinery, traffic? Wherever you are, use your ears. Let it bring you back to now. Right now, I'll do a little technique with you and we can move on from there. Okay. This little technique you can do sitting or standing, so you can do it at work or at home. Sit as comfortably as you possibly can. Take a nice deep breath and just release all the stale air from your lungs. Let's start at the top of our heads. Notice your hair on the top of your head. Can you feel it on your forehead? Can you feel it on the sides of your face? Maybe your neck and shoulders. What are you wearing today? Can you feel the weight of the clothing you are wearing? Can you feel it on your shoulders, your arms? Does it feel soft? Notice your arms. Do your arms feel loose? Or are they still stiff at your sides? Shake them out. Relax them up a little bit. Notice your heartbeat. Is it starting to calm now, or is it still beating rapidly? If your heartbeat is still beating rapidly, take an in-breath and a long out-breath. Let's do this. Let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those longer out breaths should be helping your heart rate to go down. Continue breathing for a few minutes. Just do a quick in-breath and slow out-breath, as long as you can push that out, as relaxed as you can keep it. Purse your lips. Feel the air going out through your lips. Feel the air going up your nostrils as you breathe in. Continue to breathe. Are your legs crossed or are your feet resting on the floor? Stamp your feet on the ground. Curl your fingers and wriggle your toes. What shoes are you wearing? Are you barefoot? What can you feel with your feet? If your feet are on the floor, think about how your feet feel against the floor. End off by taking another nice deep breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. Clear all the beautiful air from your lungs, because now you've been clearing it for a while. And how do you feel? Do you feel more present? I sure hope so. Okay, so if you'd like more grounding techniques, please remember that I'll be putting the link for a bunch of grounding techniques in the description box. I'll have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, some breathing techniques, all there for you just to use quickly during the course of the day. There might be some mental techniques and visualizations that you can use too. You're most welcome to use them, but I will give you a little bit more information on mental techniques next week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I do hope that you will subscribe and join us next week. Until next time, remember to pause for self-care.